So it's ready to continue time again. I am Mike, your host. So, so here's the deal. All right, I did a flat Earth video, and I got some comments saying that I'm not open, not open-minded. Guys, I'm sorry. Like, I am very open-minded to a lot of stuff. You have no idea. And actually, hopefully, as you know, as time goes on doing these videos, you're going to realize how crazily open-minded I am about a lot of stuff. You know, and it as a rebuttal to that, I mean, I totally believe in Bigfoot. I believe in aliens, absolutely. I believe in multiple races of aliens. I definitely think there's a distinct possibility that there's alien races on this earth, whether they're living among us, like as in that reptilian type way, which is one of those things where I'm a 50-50 on. I want some more proof, but there is some crazy footage out there that blows my mind, though. Hollow Earth, absolutely believe in. I mean, to me, there's just so much crazy amount of evidence to that, to not believe it. I mean, and that's the thing. I think that for me to sit there and say there is all this crazy amount of evidence about Hollow Earth, then to turn around and go flat Earth, absolutely, it contradicts itself, and you know, there's just so much to me that screams, you know, absolutely, you know, flat Earth is a thing. All right, so this is going to be a little touchy because I don't want to step on you guys like feelings or anything like that. You know, I'm really trying not to create any type of fight on YouTube or stir up shit, really. I'm really not that type of person. I'd rather see us all kind of get along, even if we have conflicting ideas. And, you know, like I've said in the past, like, I'm always open for stuff. Like, you know, if you believe in something, I say that I don't, absolutely send me, you know, some material to check out. I'll watch anything, you know. You know, whatever you think might enlighten me, go ahead. I won't consider it a waste of time. It'll be entertaining, at least for me. So, that being said, okay, I have to dive into this. I find the majority, I'm not going to say all of you, I've actually talked to a couple of people that believe in flat Earth, and they're very nice people. Some, unfortunately, not many. Now, I've been into the conspiracy community. I've had many conversations with people that, like, I'll believe in something and they don't, and, you know, we have a nice little conversation, and it's fun. It really is, you know, it's not like we're totally trying to convince each other at the end of the day or night, whatever. It really doesn't matter. You know, if you convince me, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. You know, we still had a great conversation. But I find so many of the flat Earth people are very hostile. They're very, very hostile to anyone that has this opposing view to what they believe in. And that kind of scares me, and I'm going to try to go as in depth into this as possible, and why exactly I made this video, and that the conspiracy itself, flat Earth, doesn't scare me. It's its effect on the people. All right, and I've noticed a growing or a common trend in a vast amount of the community that believes in flat Earth is that they isolate themselves away from everyone else. There's so many that were saying, I found it really shocking that all these people that make videos like this, it's just me in front of a camera, speaking their viewpoint. It's very real. It's not like a production type YouTube channel, like say GMM or Thoughty or Vsauce or something like that. It's very basic, average Joe type people, and I really like those types of people a lot. But a lot of them, I'd say almost 9 out of 10, which shocked me, were talking about how since they found out about flat Earth, that they delete their Facebook accounts, don't talk to their loved ones, like friends or family, because they're globers and that type of stuff. And that's shocking. To me, that's like the beginning criteria of like a cult. That's like Scientology type stuff going on. And that's what kind of scares me. That's why I'm making this video. It's that I find it scary that that the community is hostile, that they isolate themselves, that to be honest, they're taking a bunch of examples and kind of forcing these puzzle pieces in with other pieces, and they don't fully fit. I think that what evidence you guys are getting is evidence for something else, and not really substantiating flat Earth. I saw a video of this one woman. She's talking about how she discovered flat Earth and blah blah blah, and she's like on a beach, right? And of course the horizon line's straight, whatever. But here's the thing, and she pointed out that there were contrails in the sky behind her. Well, here's the thing, the contrails, they arced. They were arcing. And I found it so funny that she's talking about flat Earth, but why are they arcing if it's all flat? That bugged me. There's no NASA fakes photos. NASA fakes photos anyway. I don't think that it's really about flat Earth or anything like that, because I wound up pulling up, because I remember seeing a bunch of videos of people doing the helium balloons, setting them up with a GoPro type camera or whatever, and getting cool photos of the Earth and everything from these cameras. And I was like, you know what, let me go back to those. So I started going back to them, and lo and behold, this isn't NASA. These are average people. These aren't faked photos. And sure enough, that camera went up there recording, and you could see an arc. You could see an arc, guys. NASA might be lying to you. I won't deny you that. That might be true. But I mean, hey, maybe do your own experiment. If you really believe that it's flat, send a GoPro up there. Let's see what happens, do it for yourself. You know, if you really want the honest to God truth, do it. Put a couple bucks in. Actually, I kind of want to do it if I had the money. I think that experiment's kind of cool. But so you know, there's that. So you know, it, for to you know, one of the theories is that we all live under a dome. That you know, it's all broadcasted. You know, um, uh, video to us. Well, here's the thing about that. When the fuck did the powers that be, the elite, whatever source it may be able to create this holographic dome over us without anyone knowing, okay, and get this thing going without anyone knowing, and on top of it, how come it has never had like a complete fail? I mean, I can't even fucking get dedicated Wi-Fi signal being a foot away from, you know, my router. And I don't have a bad router. It really isn't. I still get dropped stuff, you know. And to have it at that big of a scale, come on, guys. I think that we're giving the, whatever you want to say, Illuminati, the octopus, whatever it may be, whatever source, the Fool Society, you know, we're giving them way too much credit, I'm sorry, that they would be capable of doing that big of a scale of a, to fool us. I mean, I don't even see, like we went from believing the earth was flat to discovering that the world was round, and now we're back to, you know, that we're believing that it's flat earth. I mean, history repeats itself, but shouldn't we be fucking learning from it? I mean, you know, if it's true that, that flat earth is, you know, flat, do you understand, like, how much goes out the window? Like, all of astronomy goes out the window, you know, alien abduction, you know, I mean, that's something I believe in. I mean, there's people that are so credible about things. I mean, you look at, Betty and Barney Hill, right? And, you know, they were able to pick out, you know, were told about this, where these aliens were from, and they had pointed out, well, it wasn't discovered yet. Then later on, it was discovered. It's like, you know, I mean, you know, then you got Travis Walton. I mean, you got really reputable alien abduction stories that have some really cool, eerily accurate stories about being in space, and you know, and on top of it, like the body itself gets altered when in space. I mean, you know, that's a little hard to fake. I mean, there's just, it's, to believe that this flat earth thing is a real thing, it's just too much of a production. And to be honest, I mean, you look at, like, say, Area 51, there's so many people that are not a lot, but there's still a decent amount of people that have come forth and said, you know, hey, I worked at Area 51, I've been at Area 51, and very reputable people, and you know, and you know, and you know, these whistleblowers have come forth. Why is that there hasn't been that, you know, anyone really, I couldn't find anyone that came forth and said, yeah, I was a part of making the hologram or the dome or whatever it may be. You know, on that big of a scale, there had to be. There had to be. I mean, I got told, well, it was constructed in the 40s or whatever, you know, in 50s during the, you know, that whole fallout shelter thing, you know, when they ran drills. It's like, yeah, when everyone was ordered downstairs into the bunkers or whatever, you know, that's the point that, you know, this thing was constructed. How is it that in that short amount of time, it was all, like, put together? It's just not possible. You know, so much of it is just not possible on, like, on any type of scale. And I'm trying to be very, very, like, you know, open-minded on this, but I just can't do it. I just can't get to that level because I still need to use, you know, my fridge is making weird noises. You know, I still have to use objective mind because the second that you just completely flat out accept some sort of idea without, like, substantial proof, without accepting the counter ideas, is the point that you just, you know, you're just basically, you know, you're just blindly going into things. And I mean, I believe 9/11 was a conspiracy, and you know, as much as I believe in that, and as much of the crazy videos I've watched about, I hate that I just said crazy videos, but all the videos I've watched about it being a conspiracy, I still watch a lot of videos about people saying, well, no, here's the counter proof. This is like the proof saying that, you know, terrorists really did it. And, you know, we need to be objective in these things. And I don't think that that the flat earth ideas or people are really subjecting themselves to the counter argument. We need to hear both sides and, you know, kind of figure out what doesn't match, what matches, and take it from there. And you know, I sat there and I just kept, you know, I did both. I really did both, and I just, oh man, I hate to be repeating myself, being this repetitious in it, but I'm sorry, guys. You gotta, like, I think that this is a very dangerous thing that you're all, you know, going into. Like, I mean, hey, if you believe, that's cool. It's very cool that you believe. But don't be burning your bridges with your loved ones. You don't know, like, you know, that just sets you up for depression. That sets you up for a lot of stuff, a lot of negative stuff. I mean, you know, if you believe and you feel as though, like, say your family is really not, like, going to believe it, then don't tell them. Like, it's okay if you don't tell them. Like, I know for a fact, if I were to bring up that I feel like 9/11 is an inside job to my parents, you know, they'd be like, wait, you know, and I just don't. I don't bring it up to them because I'd rather be close to my family than try to sway them to an opinion that I know that they will never, ever, ever understand or comprehend or even be willing to, open themselves up to. And, it's, you know, stuff like that, you just kind of have to be accepting of other people's views. And, I'm really trying not to bash on you guys. I mean, I'll say a million times over, hey, I'll be, honest, well, I don't believe in God, but, honest Injun, Boy Scouts honor, I'm not a Boy Scout either. I don't know, I'll swear on whatever you want me to. But, if some crazy, awesome, proof comes up that, flat Earth is true, I will stand up and say, I am sorry that I doubt you guys. Truly, I will say it. I have no problem in it. I really have no problem in, admitting my wrongs. But, I want to give you guys the counter idea that maybe you should, evaluate how this conspiracy is making you behave in your personal lives. Because what I felt was shocking and appalling is that not only were you guys talking about, I deleted my Facebook account, I stopped talking to these people, and not just that they said this stuff, but they were depressed about losing their family. It's like, well, I just can't accept these people in my life. It's like, dude, it's like believing in Christianity and then in having say Muslim friends. It's like, oh, I just can't be friends with them because they believe in something else. It's like, dude, that's ignorance. Really, it really is. It's closed-minded. It's also kind of a form of bigotry in some ways. I mean, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, yeah, it does constitute into the idea of a form of bigotry. And, we have too much hate in this world. We separate ourselves so much by our differences, and we lump ourselves and others into these categories and these neat little packages, and it's like, well, you are this and you are this, and we attach titles like you're flat earthers and you're glovers and you're I don't know, it's late, I'm starting to get a little tired and everything, but I got other shit on my mind, more positive things on my mind too. And this is another thing that I want to bring up in the way of conspiracy type stuff. I want to address this, that as much as I'm into the conspiracy stuff, I love looking up this stuff, I have to remind myself to come out of that world. Because once you start really diving into stuff, you're going to drive yourself crazy. Because there's these, because a lot of this isn't full proven science and that type of stuff, and the more that you're in it, you start to disattach yourself from the smaller things in life that really matter. And those smaller things is the basic human contact, the friendships and love and that type of stuff. At the end of the day, what do I value more? Trying to make people understand that, like, say, the world is really flat or round, or 9/11 was a conspiracy, or JFK was a conspiracy, or do I really value the love of my girlfriend, the freedom, the beautiful, grand freedom of that we share and everything, or or the most awesome little moments of friendship that I have with people, and laughing about goofy stuff, or just cracking funny jokes, or you those are the moments that really enrich our lives and really matter. And we have to also surrender to the idea that we can't always change the world. We just can't. We can't change it to being flat, and we can't change it to being round. And that's the simple truth. And it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter in the big scheme of things. Because you know what? When you allow yourself to just kind of embrace the love of others, and everything, you set a certain example, and you pass that along, and really that's if you really want to fight the powers that be on this, is that if you just spread love and show an openness, then it goes around, and it goes around, and it goes around the world and everything, to the point that it doesn't allow so much room for hate and bigotry and violence and such to exist. When all of that evil in the world has nowheres to turn, when there's just so much love, then it doesn't, you know, think about it this way: the more that you are negative, you're like, whatever the source is for, like, say, evil, your negativity, think of it like a plant. Your negativity is the water and sunshine, So, I'm ranting again, I'm sorry. I'm not really trying to change your mind. I'm just trying to change or make you look at your approach of how you address these things to other people in your surroundings, and to just kind of be like, do yourself a favor, step back. I'm not telling you to change your beliefs. I'm saying, take a day off, hang out with some friends, go to a party, go to the movies, do whatever you want to do that's fun, and and socialize and get out there and do cool stuff with your friends. Even if other people think that it's dorky, stupid, whatever, or immature, do it. It's fun. Just don't hurt anyone in the process. And that's my ultimate message to you all. Just love one another. It's not that hard. I mean, it takes more effort to hate. I mean, I'm on this great enlightening kick right now, and I feel 1,000 times better that I don't saturate myself in the negative thoughts. I'd rather help people feel better, and that's what I'm trying to do, guys. Okay? Anyway, I've ranted enough. I got people to talk to, and before I go to bed. So, flat earthers, please just, you guys open your minds a little bit more. Keep your beliefs. I'm not telling you to stop. In fact, keep looking for more evidence. Keep doing it. I think that it's cool that you guys are the people that are really actively trying to find cool proof. Do it. I mean it. Do it. I'm not going to tell you not to. Just don't be a dick. Don't be assholes. Anyway. So yeah, expanding the idea. Message of the day is: don't be a dick and spread love. and I will see you on the next video. I don't know what the next video is going to be. I have no idea. Help me figure out. Send me comments. And anyway, have a good night.